All right, everybody, fuck it. We're just going to do it live. Nobody's in here. Just going to start this off. Just a little live watch party, I guess. I'm trying to do anything to stay interested in this game. I've fallen asleep during God knows how many NFL games. Call this old age, call it a bad product. I don't really know. But the only thing that's really been entertaining me during this Giants-Cowboys game so far has been Al Michaels complaining about all the flag calls. Jesus, I might have to end this stream just after that one. That was just a little bit of a slip. It's been a flag fest out there. Giants somehow they were the victims of a face mask earlier in this game. As Daniel Jones is about to take a sack right now. As I'm doing this right now, it's the third quarter. I'm actually going to put the score up right now. I'm actually going to say, so let's see. Let's get a new banner here. Insert a banner. Giants. Eric, let's go. Yeah, this is compelling podcast, but it's a live stream. No one's on this. I'm just doing these just to do them. Fuck it. I'm just sitting here hanging out. Cowboys, Giants, 12. And third quarter. Okay. So nope, that's not what I wanted it to be. Let's hide that. All right, so it's 17-12. Giants just fourth down. They're going to have to punt it. It's been frustrating. They've just been settling for field goals the entire way. Cowboys, their first touchdown, I thought for sure was getting called back because of holding. There was flags on the field. There was guys being held. They just picked those up as it's 4th and 4 with about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Got the Giants' long-haired punter here, number 6. All right, now, okay. Waiting for the snaps. We got somebody watching here, so I figure I'll do my play-by-play commentary. The boot is up, and Cowboys are going to field this. Looks like a fair catch at about the 18-yard line, so they're going to take over. I don't know. The Giants are a big play waiting to happen, I want to say, or this could be the other way around. Yes, they did give up one big touchdown to CeeDee Lamb. Terrible, terrible defense, I must say. I mean, yeah, the completion was one thing, but he had to make one move and then just turned upfield. Number 31 of the Giants, absolutely pathetic. I'm sure he's going to be hearing about that in the film room. I don't know what his deal was. It looked like he was doing his best to avoid contact. I know CeeDee Lamb is fast, but your job is to tackle him. So that was pretty pathetic. Giants have just been doing nothing but settling for field goals. I mean, that was their first punt of the game, I believe. It's been a lot of long drives, doing nothing. Cowboys, you can move the ball on. They just can't punch it in. Daboll just settled for a field goal on the last drive, which I get it, keeps them within a one-score game. I mean, they have had multiple opportunities on a couple drives, it feels like, where they should have had sacks and or interceptions, and have come away with nothing. I don't know if it's encouraging that they're almost there or if I should be discouraged that this might be their best shot. Cowboys they're still not good. Neither are the Giants. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. Thursday Night Football, I always say, don't bet it. Ignore it if you can. I can't not do it. So I feel like Jameis Winston. I just can't not do it. But I really thought that the Giants, I mean, because what I'm looking at with these two teams, and it still kind of seems to pan out. I mean, the Giants have scored. The Cowboys haven't looked tremendous again. Just one big play for the most part, if you ask me, which going to be double decking on the rogue here. I'll be also hitting the vape. I'm just a full-on blown nicotine fiend, but when we're gambling, as you can see right now, I have the Giants money line. That's not really feeling so great. Giants plus 5.5, hanging on by the skin of my teeth right now. The real action that though, and again, I'm going to probably keep promoting this until it just ends up, I lose the bet out on it. But if I'm responsible for losing out on a good bet, chances are I got enough of a following. The idea of just all these, especially shitty games like Thursday night games. Last night you wouldn't have won any money on it, but bet the teams, just bet one team to win by 1 to 6 points and bet the other team to win by 1 to 6 points and just hope for a close game and you get paid. So today I have this going. I have the Cowboys at plus 300 and I have the Giants at plus 425. I put up $50 worth of bets. If the Cowboys win, I end up profiting 25, or I profit $50. And if the Giants win, I end up profiting like 75 or $80. If they lose, I lose 50. I can lose 50 very easily doing something else. Trying to make any sense of this garbage, especially with all the flags, heavy emphasis on the L in that one. I did not mean to say that other one. Hopefully I don't end up hearing from anybody, but it's only one person in here, so just don't narc on me. If you're, we got another person in here. Speak yourself, speak your name. We're watching this right now. Cowboys 1st and 10. We got a handoff. I don't even know the names of any anymore. Number 15. Oh, that's Zeke Elliott is wearing number 15. Of course, there's a flag on this play. That's why I'm doing my commentary, because Al Michaels is on the verge of losing it. And then we've got McCarthy is wearing the ugliest plaid Cowboys hat. Of course, there's a bunch of different colors in it, so they're probably symbolic of some type of a disease, and I just made some type of an asshole remark. But it was a good 10-yard run by Zeke. Looks like it's coming back. So Cowboys are going to now be 1st and, yep, here's a holding. So it'll probably be 1st and oh, there was 2 holdings. Okay, they declined one of them. Now they're doing the other one. I don't know why bother calling both of them. I guess you just have to assign the discipline to everyone that did everything. Yep, holding on the center. So I wish that there was some action to comment on. Still 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. God, footballs. This is what, again, I'm commentating on this to stay awake, because I want to see, at least, I guess, to get the thrill. A real degenerate thing is if I fall asleep, I get to wake up and get that instant gratification of finding out whether I won or lost money. That might be more fun than this. I went to the dentist the other day and got my teeth cleaned. That was kind of on par with watching this game right now with money on it. Dak's back in the shotgun. They're handing off to CeeDee Lamb. He gets slammed back in the backfield. He's down at the 6-yard line. I wish I knew what position anybody in defense was anymore. All of the linebackers wear numbers or everyone wears like single digits and numbers in the teens, and everybody's about the same size now. So I don't know what position this guy was lined up. Number 0. Oh, that was Brian Burns. Yeah, he's a defensive end. Yeah, he made a hell of a play. CeeDee Lamb in the backfield. So Cowboys are backed up. I feel like that the Giants defense might need to make something happen for them here. If they could get Dak in some kind of turnover here. The offense just has not been able to punch it in, but they're playing super conservative, which may be working out. Cowboys 2nd and 20. They do a little draw play up to Zeke. Terrible tackling, but he gets upended at around the 16-yard line. I could do this play-by-play thing if I really had to. Again, I would probably, I used to be a PA announcer at the stadium, so I used to actually rehearse and know the names. Again, I don't remember what number Zeke was before, but it wasn't 15. I don't care what numbers these guys wear really anymore. I just care about the numbers that they put up. I'm that asshole, I hope that they're decent human beings, or but nah. Zippy. We got Zippy watching. All right, you're my buddy here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, Brian Burns is also the size of a fucking linebacker. So what the hell? All right, 3rd and 12 here. Giants are backing off here. A little soft undercut. If this fucking fullback, all right, finally they can tackle the fullback on 3rd down. So Giants going to be getting the ball, hopefully somewhere around midfield. It doesn't bring me any confidence. It's field goals are going to do nothing, but I will say a Giants touchdown makes it very, very likely that that 1-6 thing's going to hold true yet again. If you're really someone in Zippy, if you're going to do this, I'll tell you, if you haven't yet signed up for Fanatics Sportsbook, I think usually has the best odds on those. I just did DraftKings because I get rewards on them. But all right, we got Cowboys punted, ball up over end, and Fields at about the 26-yard line, turns it upfield. Ooh, he's going to cut it into the inside. He's cutting it upfield, the middle of the field. 87 is going to get wrestled down around the about the 48-yard line or so by a host of Cowboys tacklers. Again, wish I knew these guys' names. Wish I cared enough to know their names. I don't even really watch football that much. Again, I fall asleep during most games I bet on, whether that be the old age, whether that be the wacky tobacco. Once I'm home here, I certainly don't smoke anything in New York. Again, if you follow this page, I've been posting a little bit of my advocacy for if you're in New York State or from the Albany area, don't fucking support the fucking terrorists of our government in this state. Don't fucking pay all the taxes for shitty weed that's an inferior product. Drive over to Massachusetts. It's worth the money that you save, and the product is just uncanny. It's just so much better. Commercial break. Let's see. What are they pitching me right now? Okay, this looks like a cancer treatment drug. I'm not going to make anything about that. I mean, not that I should be making jokes about any diseases, but at least with some medications, the side effects, usually make for an interesting conversation. Here's a little magic trick I was practicing. Oh, no. Didn't get enough. But the Giants plus 5.5 is what is kind of needed for me. I'm in the DraftKings contest I bought into. Was 500, which was just outside the money. Last week was a fucking bloodbath. I went 1-4. Bills was the only thing. And like, there's nothing worse when you're 0-4 and you can still swap your Monday night picks, because I'm like, I really like the Bills more than I liked all of those picks. But am I just that off? No, the Bills were that good. Trevor Lawrence, yeah, we'll get a little sidebar rant here, I guess. Trevor Lawrence, he's fucking dog shit. I've been saying it for a long time. If Trevor Lawrence had my haircuts, he probably wouldn't have even, well, he did have the measurables to be, I guess, a number one draft pick, but they would have given up on him. He wouldn't have gotten a second contract. I'll tell you that much. And we probably would have been pushed aside. If it was his career that he had, if he was drafted in the third round, he would not be starting quarterback right now. And as I just kind of say, some people are like, oh, we don't know. We got to wait for this. We got to wait for this. If you're this far into your career and you need everything to be perfect, you're not the guy. You're a guy possibly, but you're not the guy. If we don't know, that means we do know. Is the argument I'm making. And I posted about this on Bill Simmons Twitter. I started turning into a bit of a fucking Twitter troll. I have a blue check mark now because I don't know. I have nothing better to do during the day. It fucking keeps me stimulated. The blue check mark actually eliminates a lot of the bullshit that I was complaining about on there. And I guess it's kind of, the face your battles kind of thing. It's like kind of like as a guy who doesn't drink anymore walking into a bar, just, face your enemies head on. But a lot of people started saying, they were using the Sam Darnold as being an MVP candidate through 3 weeks as being the arguments against my saying that if we know, we don't know. Really, we're gonna award or Sam Darnold being 30-1 odds, I think, as the MVP is going to be the argument for why we need to be. I mean, again, Sam Darnold can be a guy, but let's not act like Sam Darnold is fucking lighting the world on fire or anything. He's playing a very solid quarterback. It helps having Justin Jefferson catching 98-yard touchdown passes for you. Again, he did have to throw it to him. Jefferson makes a hell of a play catching that ball, also makes a hell of a play after the catch. That goes in the stat sheet. I think Darnold only had, aside from that, like 150 passing yards. He's managing the game very well. The Vikings have a very, very good defense, but yes, will I be very shocked if at the end of the year I'm thinking that Sam Darnold, we the whole beginning of his career we forget about? Because that's the other thing too. Just because a guy has one good year, I'm looking at you, Jalen Hurts. That doesn't mean that you're actually one of the fucking elite quarterbacks in the league. All right, fucking is it so much to ask to have these guys play a year or two? I made the comments about the odds. Odds drive me absolutely insane in the sense that there's no point in betting anybody. Really, you're not gaining. I'm always a fan of getting somebody the best number. And I'm going to use Josh Allen as an example. I think I saw he was plus 200 for MVP. First off, he's got a game next week where if he loses to Lamar Jackson, he's going to fall, God knows how much. That's just the nature of the beast of how it's going to go. But you're not going to lose that much price for having that much more time. The idea when you're doing a future wager, if possible, now I am somebody who did cash out portion of it, the Kansas City Royals in like December or something like that, or no, it was like February. I got down on the Royals at 22-1 to win the division. Now, before the game even started, the season even started, that bet was already down to 10-1, I think, maybe even 7-1 on some books. So that was me getting the best of it. Ended up cashing that bet out at some point. The Royals schedule that they had in the 20-game stretch sometime at the end of August into September was absolutely brutal. They didn't have a good place in the standings at that point, I didn't think. So I cashed out on that one. But the idea is being if you on a future can have less time at the end of to cash, the better off you are. It is just sometimes okay to sacrifice a little bit of a price on some of these guys. So betting Josh Allen right now to win MVP, I think is absolutely stupid. And I say this from my own experience because I did this myself in the baseball season. I actually said, and I actually advocated for anybody, and I'm really sorry if you listen to me, in like early May, I'm like, how is Juan Soto not going to win the MVP? How is this fucking possible? Aaron Judge was fucking doing dog shit at that point. If he wasn't going to win it, I thought it was going to be Gunnar Henderson or fucking Bobby Witt. Those are the only guys I had on the radar for Juan Soto. So I got down on Juan Soto. Like a fucking month later, Judge was fucking past him in like a fucking odds-on favorites. And I'm the fucking asshole holding losing tickets. Same thing could fucking happen. Football, especially being the violence of a sport that it is, where anybody, and I don't want anybody to get injured, but somebody can get injured very, very easily. I look at the fact that Jaden Daniels right now, again, you do have to set the odds on this because degenerates like myself, not when I'm in New York State, when I drive over to the Massachusetts border to buy my weed, I can bet things like MVPs and Rookie of the Year, any awards that are voted on. Not like this, you can in this fucking god-awful state of New York, which you can't trust their own. I'm not going to actually use that joke. It's a bad joke. But we're setting this guy up right now. I doubt that anybody would really be talking about the favorite for rookie of the year. I mean, we aren't talking about anybody on defense, I don't think, because there's no one really popping out. But we wouldn't be talking about rookie of the year whatsoever if they didn't set the odds on it. But Jaden Daniels, after his last game, ends up becoming the favorite for rookie of the year. So now he's almost being set up for failure. And it's not even by his own fans or anybody. It's by odds makers, because he's now the favorite. And now we're going to navigate that award and see now he's going to be judged on a week-to-week performance because if whether he stays favored or not. Me personally, I think that I like one of the receivers, Giants, another flag, waving off a first down here. Looks like we got a holding. Fucking lovely. I just need them to punch one in the fucking end zone and then hold the Cowboys down. Of course, can't really hold the Cowboys when their fucking kicker just boots. He made it a 60-yard field goal in Giants in fucking MetLife. He could have kicked that thing from 70 yards. What the fuck? At least I guess there was some regression. I didn't watch a lot on Sunday that not everyone is booming a 60-yard field goal these days. But I remember when we were happy when kickers could make it from fucking 40 something. I mean, it used to be like when Pittsburgh, their old Heinz Field, when they used to play every fucking game in the state of Pittsburgh or in the state of Pennsylvania on their field. You used to be lucky to make like a 45-yarder there. Now I got guys kicking 60-yarders outside, and this is in the same game. If anybody can alert me as to what's going on here, maybe I didn't catch this on the broadcast, but why can't the Giants hold on to a football tonight? Ball's just been flying out of their hands like crazy. Daniel Jones, and it hits a fucking receiver right in the hands. Incomplete downfield. That's going to bring up, that was Darius Slayton. Maybe that was his fault for throwing to Darius Slayton, but that's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Giants, which the defense has been showing up again. Like I said, I feel like that they're a turnover waiting to happen on the Cowboys, but you can only say that so many times before it's not true. That hit Darius Slayton in the side of the arm. It looks like he didn't see it. It looks like maybe the defender was blocking him, or he didn't see it in the lights. I can't make sense of that one. Hopefully he's not getting any balls downfield again anytime soon. All right, we got 3rd down here. Daniel Jones from the snap. All right, looks like he's calling timeout. Doesn't like what he sees. So 14 and a half. It looks like I was about to be a delay game, actually. So that's see that was actually one thing where it's, again, I have to be that guy, and Jaden Daniels shows all the talent. I mean, he's kind of progressively, again, that was the first time I watched him, but at least as far as how we have the evolution of the Black Quarterback series on Prime. All right, I can't say anything about that. Apparently, it wouldn't look good for me. They play quarterback. They started playing quarterback. I mean, there was, there's a lot of people don't know this, but it was very, very close to the leader of the Steel Curtain dynasty being a black guy. I forget what the guy's name is, but Terry Bradshaw had to beat him out for a starting job. Actually, I believe it was that guy actually was a starter. Can't think of his name. Let's look this up right now. Yeah, this is compelling pod right now, but this is just as good as watching television. Okay, right now, Giants are lining up here. We got 3 to the right, 1 solo up top. It looks like that's Neighbors. They got a single on top. Shotgun snap. Jones hasn't looked to his left where Neighbors is the entire time. He scrambles right, dumps it off to Slayton out a couple yards short of the first down. This is going to bring up like 4th and 2, I'd want to say. 4th and 2, maybe 3. I mean, Daboll, the way he's playing, if this is blackjack, the way he's been playing his hands earlier, he's going to probably kick this. But looks like they're keeping everybody out there. How much weight did Daboll lose? I think somebody said it was only 50 pounds. He must have beefed up, because now McCarthy just looks that much worse when you see Daboll trimmed down. And it's amazing, how I've been watching these guys long enough. I see pictures from that much long ago, and it's like, wow, you were kind of chubby then, and you're way skinnier than you are now. So Jesus, what are you now? All right, 4th down, and we got Daniel Jones hits a completion. Is that Neighbors? That's the first. Is he down? Oh, all right, they're helping him up. Dak Prescott's clapping it up from the sidelines. I like that look. Neighbors called out Trayvon Diggs when he got drafted. I don't know what that was all about. They just asked what corner he's looking forward to going to. Did he hold on to that ball? I believe he did. It's a quick slant over the middle. Yeah, he caught it. That's why he was down. He fell on top of the ball. Got a little one of those. That doesn't feel very good, I'd imagine. All right, Giants are showing a run formation here. Looks like a little play action. Daniel Jones in the middle of the field. Neighbors again down to about the 21-yard line, tackled by number 50. Okay, looks like there's, of course, a flag on the field. What did they do wrong this time? We got a hold. We got an offsides. What do we got? A false start. Fucking flag. I don't remember football always being like this. I don't want to do on the Al Davis rant. It was on the Cowboys, All right, another penalty decline. I want to see how many penalties have actually been declined in this game. I mean, it's been a fucking just. Would like to know ever, because between a play having a flag on it and then if there's not a flag, the review, it's anticlimactic. It's fucking awful. It's why I have to do a fucking live podcast to stay engaged in the game and gamble money on it. And I still even fall asleep when I gamble money on it, which again could be. Is that a sign of a gambling problem? Is that just mean I don't care? Is that I don't know. All right, Jones drops back. He's just throwing it to Neighbors again out in the flat. He looks like he's gonna be slow to get up again. Okay. He's gutting it out. Percocet's a hell of a drug, man. If you can get it in you, it is funny when I hear it's not funny at all, but when I hear these athletes talk about how they played on, I had a little stretch where I maybe like the pain pill here now and again. I thought that running and playing basketball was like fucking the greatest thing ever on that. And then I saw that 30 for 30 on the Celtics guy that was talking about how he was like meeting guys for pills and then going, into the, the free throw line or the layup line. Totally could understand him. Yeah, thankfully I haven't touched that shit in a long time. All right, let's see. Handoff, or we'll toss to Singletary. He touches up field and is going to turn Jesus Christ. He's not exactly a north-south runner, this one. He little east and west. When you're relying on your quarterback to seal the edge for you, it's probably not a good run. But now Diggs is down with a busted ankle, it looks like. Getting treatment from his own, or it looks like a cramp. Anytime you've got your own player massaging you, I think, the trainer's like, hey, get out of the way. This is what I do. Micah Parsons, I don't really see much of him doing much on the field, so it's good he's trying to help out in any which way he can. Ooh, looks like he caught a little piece of face mask there, though. We're going to get a little retroactive flag on that. Probably not. Yeah. Watching me is about, like I said, it's about as fun as watching this game. You're getting about as much action. Watching me get pissed off watching this game might be more engaging. Again, I can't have the audio going on because God forbid that, for my audience of one here, that I was to, be ever to get in trouble for anything here. All right. So Diggs is kind of going with the Angel Reese look now. He's got the one. Well, it's because he took off one of his socks. That was yeah, we're almost through the WNBA season. And I did my one podcast on the WNBA. I want to listen back to that one. Actually, I want to see, there might be some good cuts out of that one. I had a little rant a little while ago about what I thought was reactions to some, I don't even remember. I try to, forget about that as much as possible. I put out a lot of shitty content over the summer. I'm hoping to make it a little better. So, yeah, bear with me, like, subscribe, all that good shit. We're slowly building an empire here, up to 150 followers. Daniel Jones, 3rd and 14 is incomplete. So you guessed it, the Giants are going to be kicking a field goal. WC is over now. Yeah, exactly. So I got the loyal ones here. Yeah, Caitlin's out, and now we gotta. Well, we're just going to hear about how racist the whole league was in the first place, or how racist the whole fan base is, and how they're gonna. Someone made the best analogy. I'm not, Stefan, I'm not sure if you heard this one, but they compared Caitlin Clark in the playoffs to Adam Sandler in The Longest Yard. All right, and we are good. So the Giants 17-15. Again, if we could get another stop, if they win 18-17, and this will be officially one of the worst football games I've ever fucking watched. God, this is, well, I mean, Thursday nights, just what do you expect? I'm going to need to hit a pipe. I mean, the whole reason of me doing this is so I don't fall asleep watching this, but I can't even, I might need to make a live wager. I mean, I hit for some decent money if the Giants win on this one. Doesn't even excite me. Maybe because I don't think they're going to score a touchdown, and that's all too obvious. What am I even getting for a cash out? Yeah, I'm not even trying to do this as a show. Just doing this as a hangout at this point. Maybe that goes better than Rants the Raven. Yes, talking with some Oakland A's fans. I love that I went to Oakland before it closed down. Got to at least see an experience. What's happened there. I said something. Someone brought up a good point. I said the only reason I ever went to Oakland was to see the Coliseum, and some guy was like, "Oh, great," and then he was like, "What other reason is it?" And he listed off a bunch of other cities. Sports are the only reason to go to any of these cities, and I was like, you know what? You do have a fair point there, but somebody was guy with a name that sounded like he might make the tacos. Asked me when I went to Oakland, he said, "Oh, you didn't get any of the tacos?" I didn't know Oakland had the best tacos. The part of the Oakland that I was in, where the ballpark is, where the BART station wasn't really looking to wander around to any eateries. Now, again, maybe it just looks a little more intimidating than it is because they just haven't had the street cleaners come by in a little while. Maybe because of all of the graffiti around. Just the overall really, really just kind of rough look of everything. Yeah, maybe it just looks can be deceiving on that one. But I didn't have any tacos in Oakland. I actually didn't eat a single thing in Oakland. The only thing I ate in Oakland contained THC. I ate a couple gummies, but I bought those in San Francisco. Which Cali weed was overrated. I'll take this shit in Massachusetts any day of the week. That's their signature indica strand, one of many, the OGKB 2.0. Little magic trick with the green screen there, yeah. But 17-15, got 2 watchers here, and I think I know them both personally. So again, thank you guys for supporting me. If you guys want to come on and fucking chat with me, I can even send you guys an invite. I think if you guys send me your emails, fuck, might as well even have you on here. Yeah, open invites. Anybody watching, you want to be on here, let me know. I can email you an invite. I can have you live. You can have your face on the internet with this guy here, as I get progressively more stoned and frustrated and bored as I watch my most likely Giants bet lose. Really, the death sentence for me is a Cowboys touchdown, because that's going to really make that 1-6 bets, because the way that this game is gone, I just don't trust Dable to do anything that I want him to do. So, yeah, let me get let's get the banner up here again. I got the 17-15. Yeah, there we go. This is fascinating. You're watching a live production of how I actually learned how to update some of this stuff. Okay, let's see. Okay, how do I save that now? Okay, yep. Save, and there we go. For those of you that don't have the television, that's your score right now. We got 11 minutes left. 17-15. Cowboys have the ball right now. It looks like they're somewhere around the 40-yard line. What the hell is this? They're huddling up somewhere around the 35. Dak brings them to the line. They're right at the 40, the second and inches. I didn't see the first down play there. That was me being my own producer. That's just the other thing. I need someone if I ever had a producer, that would make this so much easier. All right. Cowboys handoff up the middle. That's not to Zeke. That's to the other guy. Again, that's how I'm going to announce games from now. Gain of about 4 or 5, easy first down. They're basically already almost in field goal range with the kicker that the Cowboys have right now. It's fucking wild and crazy. He's Superman. I remember when Greg the Leg was the thing. Greg the Leg is nothing compared to this guy. All right, we got 4 of you here. Yeah, show yourselves in here. If you want to come on here, by all means, I'll send you an invite. You can tell me how much, anything you want to. We can talk some ball. Dak drops back the pack. Fucking threads and needles to fucking Ferguson there. I swear, it feels like the Giants have almost had an interception on like 6 plays this game, but have not. And I don't know if this is necessarily Dak being that pinpoint and precise, or just maybe not seeing things. I don't know. I don't have all of the confidence in the world. Just even those kind of, he has the bug eyes. Maybe I just don't ever trust a quarterback with the visor. Yeah, maybe that's a thing. I don't want to sound like Con Coward. Okay, they got a guy for the Cowboys who they're holding some fingers up. He's a big lineman. See if that bears anything. Cowboys, like they're in like some of a max protect. Little handoff at the middle, and second one. First down to about the 40-yard line. Now this is a chip shot for the fucking kicker. But Let's see. Cowboys have 65 rushing yards. Giants only have 24 rushing yards against the fucking Cowboys. They've thrown for 264 though. It's I mean, Daniel Jones has been Daniel Jones will never be the guy. If everything is perfect, can Daniel Jones be a guy? I think he can be a guy on a I mean, that team that they 2 years ago, he did play okay. He did show some signs. Last year was just awful from the word go. Prescott throws incomplete. Got his break up by number 28 there. He's got to do is that's actually one of the times a defensive back makes a play that he can actually celebrate. I like that. And 70, this big ass motherfucker from the Cowboys, lineman, he's back in the game now. So pass protection should show up a little bit, but yeah, Prescott gave Cooks a chance at it, but held the defensive play. Second down, it's Prescott from the shotgun. I feel like you don't have to worry saying shotgun. Every quarterback's from the shotgun. He drops back, throws it. That one is complete on the outside to number 1. And he's Russell out of bounds at number 31. Don't know these guys' names whatsoever. Again, out of the loop. Not playing fantasy football is fucking tremendous, guys. I swear, I know that Zippy and Stefan are in here. You guys love it. Not having that stress is great. It really is. Fantasy baseball is done now too. It's pretty much been done. I'm going to finish really, really a kick in the pants in 4th place in my Roto League. And I can probably, if I wanted to beat myself up over a couple of decisions I made throughout the year, I could, but I'm not going to because whatever, it was a couple $100. But still believe Roto Fantasy Baseball, only way to play the game. That's for sure. It's the only way that you can really be a true winner. But ironically, the game's played by the biggest losers because Roto Fantasy Baseball is probably also the most involved. But for as much work as people put into the offseason on football for it not to matter, I think that the amount of work that if they took that much work and just kind of stretched it out a little bit into the season, they could handle a baseball season all day, every day. All right. Well, Cowboys are driving. All right. I'm going to cut this shit short. It's all good. Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in for a little bit. I just ranted and raved, but I can barely talk about it. I'm probably going to hit this bowl once or twice more and fall asleep pretty soon. So thanks for tuning into this episode of the Scho-Zone. Thank you for tuning in.